Hello there, I'm Patrick from Tidal Advisory Group, and welcome to one of our latest installments of Rising Tide. Today, I want to talk to you specifically about different approaches you have at implementing your sales training programs. Let me take a bit of a step back and give a little bit of context. Over the last few years, and accelerated definitely by AI and ChatGPT, we now know what good sales techniques are. We know what good sales skills are. Intellectual property is becoming less of a thing, almost completely gone. Don't get me wrong, all these sales training companies are great. They all have their strong merits. But when you peel the onion and you get to the core, we're all pretty much saying the same things, the same steps to follow. Which also means then we need to put more focus and energy on how we implement these sales training programs. And there's predominantly two different ways to go about it. Let's start with the first one, the most popular one. I'll call it the event-based training. We got a bunch of people in a room, virtually or in person, for 8 hours or 16 hours. They drink from the fire hose, we feed them the elephant, they get a ton of stuff, they get great energy, and that's usually followed by some kind of reinforcement things like quick little sessions, maybe some gaming, maybe AI to keep things alert a little bit. But predominantly we again hand off the baton to the sales manager, who they have to continue to pursue that progress with their team members. We kind of got them from a sales training program, the event base, from step 1 to 4-ish. But the sales manager has to continue that progress to get them to an 8 or 9 or whatever number you want to score. And don't get me wrong, that model's going to stay. It has its pros and it has its cons. The second model I want you to consider is what I call digestible multi-touch sessions. Digestible, make it just more consumable. Let's not drink from a fire hose. Let's start off with the first session where we're going to show them the roadmap, but in every session we're just going to give them 1 or 2 things. A technique and or a skill. We stop, we give them an assignment. They go on the road, they need to practice that assignment. They come back 1 or 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, it'll depend. From there, how did it go? Fantastic, they did great. They've mastered it, slowly become part of their DNA. Perfect, let's bring in now another 1 or 2 things and keep rotating. Maybe on skills 3 and 4, we haven't quite done it yet. We need to give another rotation. The sales trainer needs to turn into more of a sales coach, where they can listen, they can show empathy, they can continue to show blind spots, and most importantly, motivate them. And that way, the sales training program gets the team members to a fictitious level of 8 when it comes to the program, then give it to the sales manager. Well, the sales manager doesn't have to continue the progression, they just need to maintain where they are now. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of cons also when it comes to this type of delivery format. So here's my ask. Consider both. Think of your training goals and consider what is the best format to reach the goals that I'm trying to go after. There's more than just event-based out there. I'm kind of preaching here to you. Thanks you for listening, but please, more importantly, comment. Let's have a dialogue. What's worked with you? What hasn't worked with you? Where are you seeing some enthusiasm, frustration, and so forth? Again, I'm Patrick, and at Tidal, we'll meet you on your journey. Bye for now.